Hi, my name is Paula Pauque. I'm a junior, and the topic for today is ponytails. If someone asked me to describe my relationship with my mom, I'd immediately think about a memory at a theme park. As an easily frightened child, I'd ask my mom to ride every single attraction with me, the two of us holding hands as the drops would frighten our souls and leave us gasping for air as we got off. The day I finally got over my irrational fear was also the same day my mom stopped getting on them with me. I questioned why. Why was she suddenly terrified when she had accompanied me on them my entire life? Her words left a mark I don't think I'll ever be able to shake off. You aren't scared anymore. As I would later discover, my mom had always been terrified of roller coasters. In conquering one of my most deep-rooted fears, I realized I had started to grow away from the person who held me through them, and that terrified me even more. When I was younger, my signature hairstyle was a side ponytail. Every morning before going off to school, my mom would sit me down, spray my hair with so much water that I looked like I had just jumped in the pool, pull my hair so tightly my hairline probably started to recede, and finish off with a humongous bow at the root of my ponytail. I was so obsessed with that style. It was one of the only moments I had with my mom in the morning before reconnecting in the afternoon. The simple act of spending 10 minutes each morning taming my hair served as the glue to our bond. It didn't click until now, but that memory with the roller coasters made me realize that at one moment, my mom wouldn't be around anymore. As any totally reasonable teen would, instead of treasuring those hairstyles, I started learning how to do my hair. Because if I acted like there wasn't a distance growing between us, then I wouldn't have to rely on my hair to be our connecting point. It's been years since I asked my mom to style my hair. In trying to pretend that nothing had changed, I ended up creating more distance. All because I was too stubborn to admit how much that ponytail meant to me. I treated hairstyles as a last resort to our separation, but for Tiana and Princess and the Frog, her dream actually was her last form of connection. The simple act of saving up for a restaurant wasn't just a representation of her hard work, but the only way to remember her deceased father. Just as Tiana would never have her dad do one of his famous gumbos again, one day my mom wouldn't be around to slick my hair neatly when I got too frustrated with it. It's peculiar how, as humans, we cling onto unusual items instead of declaring our love. But maybe those appliances are how we project our affection. Anthropologist Daniel Miller expands on the subject, indicating that objects are not inert, and that instead, they are part of the process by which we create ourselves, our relationships, and our sense of the world. While some people might think of such a proclamation of love as cowardly due to its lack of a direct approach, I find it more nuanced. We tend to cling on to any source of emotional hook we can instead of expressing our feelings directly because we are scared of their fleeting nature. By admitting how much those hairstyles meant to me in terms of my mom and I's bond, I was afraid it would only make the pain worse when she wasn't there anymore. But that's exactly the point. The things we love will hurt once they're not there anymore. That's the beauty of it. What is grief if not love persevering? By WandaVision. Why do we care to love if one day it will end? Why do we care about the small things if one day they won't be there anymore? We care about them because they're meaningful, even if we know they will hurt at the end. Tiana's gumbo was meaningful. My ponytail was meaningful. I spent so much of my life scared to admit how meaningful a simple ponytail meant to me that I ended up pushing away the reason why I cared so much about a stupid hairstyle. Through everyday hairdo, my love perseveres. Yet still, I will always fear the day when I can't go to my mom to fix my hair. For it means my ponytails will never look as pristine as they did when I was 6 years old. I have a show opening this week, and I'm going to try to ask my mom to help me style my hair for it, if I manage to muster up the words for it. Enjoy the little things in life, because one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things. Up 2009. I give the ponytail 4 stars.